Welcome back. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and this week marks week number 1 of May is for suede. Very much looking forward to sharing my suede collection with you this month. So as we look at the different shoes that we wore this week, we start with some loafers on the weekend. These are a grain loafer, pebble grain loafer in suede. These are Edward Green summer loafers. These are Fugashin split toe derbies in kudu. The Carlos Santos split toe derby in a beautiful calf. I really went with a tan theme here. The Carmina boots in tobacco vogue. This is cleverly in dark brown. The Palo Scaphora in Naturcaf tan. The Macariello in the number 6 brown. And the J. Fitzpatrick Pullman in tan. So as we look at 2019 shoes, I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't include this shoe, which is a split toe derby from Carmina. And this is on the Forest Last, so it's got a big bulbous toe, really forgiving on the width, pretty big on the instep as well. Just a very comfortable shoe, very high quality lining. It's just as soft as like a Crockett & Jones. It's very, very nice. And the suede itself is just gorgeous. Toe mirror sole. Now this is actually all rubber up to the welt and sewn in, as you can see, but then has this waist that's actually leather, which is interesting, definitely different than what I've seen on other brands for the same type of sole. I'm used to the Edmonds V-Tread, which actually has a leather midsole. So, but this is good. It seems to be holding its shape really well. The trees that came with it, I think I bought them with it, but they came in the box with it, and have done a pretty good job. It's not a perfect fit, but it is very, very nice. So now this is the 80414, which is the derby version. I've often thought about getting a different version, but I like this one so much that I just got it in shell cordovan, so that I have that shoe as well. Now this is my old size, which is a 10.5, and for the new one I went to a 10 because my foot has shrunk from a width standpoint and from a volume standpoint, so needed to have a little bit of a change there. So good shoe, solid part of my inventory, and something I'm going to be keeping for a long time to come. Now this is a shoe that I wore this week. This is a Palo Scaphora 646. This is my only Naturcaf suede shoe. And I know that because this is actually a box that one of my monitors sits on, so I stare at it all the time. But it is very cool suede, and it has this beautiful contrast stitching in there that really kind of brings it alive and makes it a lot less boring. And just overall, it's a very nice shoe. Saw a short pile suede, but very very soft, and the lining leather, the exterior leather, the piping, everything on this shoe is absolutely first class. Got a little bit of wear there on the logo. Really solid waist, heel construction. Everything about this is just very, very well made. So Palo Scaphora, one of the downsides with suede is looking at the medallion. You can see here in the up close, you can see it very well. But when I take pics of it on the ground, and I'm not very close to it, it is very difficult to see. So that is a challenge. But really nice shoes, solid fit. Really couldn't ask for anything different with them. So now I bought these from Skoaktiebolaget, who no longer carries them, and I was able to get them on a closeout deal. They just happen to have my size. So you should always, do a Google search for the shoe that you want, and you might be surprised where you're able to find it. Now this week was a fairly substantial week for purchases. I bought 2 new shoes. I picked up the Arca from Corthay and the Edward from Aubercy. Ordering the main things on my what next means I'm running low on shoes to buy, but you can see that I've got Q3 stacked with a number of shoes from a lot of different brands.